Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mancillon. I thought I'd come and wish you a good day for a good Sunday. For it is important right now to not allow any more discord to come into our reality, to allow ourselves to remind ourselves of this inner peace and never allow anything from the outside world to disturb that peace. Whenever that comes, we have to remember a mind, a emotion, be silent, listen to me. I am that I am. I am joy, I am peace, I am love, I am, I am eternal consciousness. And so this I am is the force that we all have inside of us. There is like a single atom within the heart that is the that needs to be heard, that needs to be for the soul can only do so much. The soul presents us, is the creator and the designer of all the reality we experience. This reality is created by desires and beliefs. But we're learning to become more master of our for what we need to master is our emotional body, to always stay in joy. For the emotional body is the key to the ascension. So there is the inner and outer reality, and we have to start to focus on the inner reality, for it is a voyage of the soul. We've left the great central sun. We all come from this great central sun, the great collective universal soul of God, the source, and we want to return there. For there's been but first we need to return to ourselves, to recognize ourselves as an eternal being. It is the past, the process. And for that, we need to control our feeling state of life and to understand the lesson the soul has presented for us. The lessons are right in our face. They're not like hidden in some old books, in some old library. The lessons of the soul are everywhere, every day. But the soul has to discern, to find his own judgment, self-judgment. How much effort do we produce in learning and accepting and changing in relationship to the lesson that it needs to learn, and then from his own judgment, if the effort has been enough, it can negotiate with the I am presence, or it can naturally allow more light and love to descend. So it is a progressive. It is our own soul in reality that minister the process of our evolution. For the vibration of soul and spirit is whole and all inclusive. The vibration of the ego is always us against them, or me against. There's all kinds of oppositions, and so. But we do have to accept our own mistakes, and we have to allow our own mistakes and to see the potential of changing and to forget the outer world as much as possible. For the effort doesn't need to be perfect. The Buddha wrote an old sutra about perfection, about effort, and there is the 6 ways of perfection, and then there is the wisdom roots and so on, but the effort does not need to be perfect, but it needs to be constant. We need to move constant. That will inform our soul that we are going in a direction it seeks to go. So for the heart is really connected to universal intelligence and consciousness, and there is the kingdom of God reside within at the very center. It is the doorway, but we need to clear up all kinds of layers before our consciousness can penetrate that. Your guides can show you in the meantime, as they showed me, when we're ready for something, for an experience, the soul and the spirit realize we're ready for an experience, and it just happens like the illumination of the Buddha. It's like it was just a natural thing. There was no more shadow to reflect on the Buddha, and so the supraconscious, this intuition became the supraconscious of illumination, and then this body became a universe of light. And that is really the function of this ascension. For the ascension is awakening. Awakening to what? Awakening to the divine presence, the eternal divine presence of God. This unbreakable, infallible light and love that support the universe since the beginning, and it is at the very center of ourselves. It is who we are in truth, and that is what everybody forgot in order to eventually return to that source center in its own time, because the process is eternal. But it takes a while to acquire the knowledge, to sort into manifestation, to become an ascended master, a 7-dimensional master, where you can just think something and it comes right away into being. Your desire fuel the creation, and there is absolutely no doubt that the universe can produce anything from your thoughts. For it is we have to be kind and go slow, one step at the time in an event. And for once we remove the ego, we become fully serviceable and no matter where life sends us. So I'm going to pull a few cards. Did I just do that? No, I don't think so. The highest wisdom is overcoming doubts. For once there is no more doubts, we can have a clear path. But sometimes it's good to pause, to always be in pause. If you do not know if the mental and the situation become too complicated, retire yourself for 20 minutes from the situation, from the people. Everybody did it, the Buddha, the Christ, everybody at some point had to. It's like, whoa, all those things. It's like, let me let me breathe a little bit, find my lucidity again, and do not blame yourself for what we need to understand is reparation. There is so much that needs to be repaired, brought back into balance. What we need to do is optimism, to stay focused, to stay in the joy, to maintain that state of joy, and the outcome will be choices. There is going to be new choices. We're going to be all kinds of choices. Some choices have already been made. There is no need to once a choice is anchored, it is anchored forever, and for higher choices. We'll be called to make higher choices in any event. And so but we want to ease us, we want to be in control and to not allow any more discord to come into our life and reality. Let's see, I'm going to pull some cards also just for the Sunday. Those are a little bit more material, let's say. For the highest wisdom is Isis and Osiris. It's like the ultimate union, the inner and outer union, the love. For this we do want to come into this union with our soul, which is, but this union with our soul, this love, we want to feel the love for this God inside, for this soul inside. And the closer you get to it, the more you can feel the reciprocity. And it is a wonderful feeling, because there can never be a deception within that love. It doesn't preclude the outer relationship, but we do not, even in outer relationship, we want to maintain that connection, that love, that deep love within ourselves, which we, and still get fully involved, but not to get lost in forgetting this inner reality, because love and the outside world can be very distractive as well, but it's part of the process. So much we have so much to learn from relationship. And what we need to understand is the chariot is the awareness, is to be ready to come into the world. Is a professional success. It's the recognition, public recognition. What we need to do is to overcome all the powers of conditioning of the dual mind, the snake. It is full of tricks. It needs to fuel some conflict on some level, and the outcome will be turning in. It's learning to depend on this inner world. And as we let go of the fear, the separation, the doubts, we're going to be moving into the connection, into the experiencing of nature, as we continue to, and then eventually we're going to have to let go of all kinds of judgment and self-judgment, and and then we're going to find the sun. We're going to find the it's called innocence, but it is the power of the sun. It is the card number 19. It is the power of all that is good. But we need to continue to discern and not play the games. There's a disconstruction within society of this. For this society has been about surconsummation, and so there is there's going to be an adjustment in all the markets and all kinds of things. But the universe is trying to do that in the most in the way that humanity will be the least affected possible. So it's a slow process. The card of the day is the respect of the rule, to come into alignment with the law, the one, to let everything else go. And then I'm going to pull one card of the Akash. And it's the trees. The trees are aligned. The trees are always in there. They're not trying to be something else. They're not pretending. They're just trees. They're like, and I'm always curious to the conversation they have between themselves. I'm just like still beyond my consciousness. I can communicate with a tree. Sometimes I don't always get the answer, but I know they hear me. They receive me. When you go to talk to a tree, you face it, you touch it, and you said, "I am," with your name. Greetings and my love and light to you. For the elemental consciousness within the tree, we recognize through the I am. By saying I am, you are being recognized in the universe. For everything else is complete illusion. It's the I am that makes us real in the universe, and that we will come to realize that. Well, thank you very much for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, and thank you for listening to those messages. I hope they serve you, and in becoming more as we enter into our own power, our own. We're going to be receiving a lot of assistance as well, and for the ascended realm and the angelic realm. We can continue to cultivate those connections, and this, because they can do so much for us. They just need they're friends, and they're not an object of worship up there. They're just friends. They're like brothers, sisters, groups. For this, I'm gonna finish with a song. It's it's a song called Angel. It's from Jimi Hendrix. It goes like this. Angel came down from heaven yesterday. She stayed with me just long enough to rescue me. And she tells me a story yesterday about the love between the moon and the deep blue sea. And she spread her wing high over me, and she said, I shall return tomorrow. And I say, fly on, my sweet angel, fly on through the sky. Fly on, my sweet angel. Tomorrow I will feel you by my side. And sure enough, this morning comes to me, where silver winged silhouette against the glow of a child sunrise. And as the bluebird and sparrows envy me, she say, I love you, little boy, and today you shall fly. She kissed me once, and the feeling so good she made me cry. And now we fly together. And I say, fly on, my sweet angel. Fly on through the sky. Fly on, my sweet angel. Together we shall always be alive. That song's from Jimmy. And I wasn't sure I was going to continue to sing here, because singing a cappella here is like painting with fingers. I mean, Cy Twombly did it really well, but in essence, it's good to take to music. So it's like getting brushes. I'm really eager to go back to painting, and I know there's going to be a lot of work, very different work that is right ahead. So just be prepared for the unexpected. For it is not easy to prepare for the unexpected yet. We want to come into the alignment, slow down, be in a total relaxing mode, so we can receive the information, and as the information prepare us for always what is coming. As we tune in, we accept the path of destiny and the path of our soul. We allow not the ego to interfere with doubts and fear. For if we have doubts and fear and we die with those doubts and fear, we'll have to return to a 3D world to overcome that. So we may as well just love it all, just continue to cultivate this inner love. And the card of the day is the 8 of Raphael. It's about traversing this bridge. And for it is often the card of laziness, of emotional unclarity. It is so it's about it's about taking the time, but understand the best is yet to come. Do what you know is good for you. A spiritual quest. So relieve the pressure, remove the pressure from the outside world, and turn to the inner joy, the inner peace. Slow down. Enjoy your life, and continue to cultivate this connection and follow your guidance and intuition. I thank you very much. Wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Adonai.